Strap in for our first adventure into the tropical north, where we head to four-wheel drive paradise for our first all-sand adventure at Gari, commonly known as Fraser Island. During this epic week-long adventure, we'll explore the island's highlights, including a dip in the crystal clear waters of Lake Mckenzie, sending it through the infamous Indian Heads, and have a crack at navigating our way through Nagala Rocks, and even try our hand at some unusual sports up at Sandy Cape. But that's not all. We'll also venture to the less explored west side of the island. Fraser Island is undoubtedly one of the top destinations on every true four-wheel driver's bucket list, and believe me, the excitement was off the charts. TC Box's crew here. The boys are prepping all the gear for day one of our next trip.
Crazy weather. G'day guys, Josh here. Absolutely pumped for this week out on Fraser. It's going to be an absolute cracker. I love the island. I was recently just out here with the family, so when I was on the island I knew that it was a spot that I had to get back to with the TC crew. So it's going to be awesome to get all the trucks out there wheeling. We've got a great convoy with us, a couple of the old favourites, and of course a couple of new rigs there as well. So a couple of new faces too. Let's get out onto the island and have a cracker. Right. So we're just pulling up to Inskip Point now. In a moment I'll find a spot where we got some space for all the rigs to pull over and let some air down, and we get out onto the beach and punch it across to Fraser. I think it's only fair, since I was just out here with the fam, that I'll bow out and let you drive out at Inskip Point.
Mate,
sound like a deal?
I was hoping you were going to say something like that.
Bow out, mate, and hand over the keys to my bride and joy and get the job done, eh?
Thank you, mate. Looking forward to it.
Why don't we learn how to do this?
While Hoss was doing a great job distracting me, Josh got to work on not letting air out of the tyres, while everyone else did.
So I'm going to hand the keys over to Davo. However, I'm going to try and stitch him up a little bit. I'm going to let some air out of the front tyres, but I'm going to leave the back tyres at 45 PSI. And he hasn't driven the BT50 before, so I'm going to try and keep it in two-wheel drive, see if we can pull him unstuck. So there we go. We'll spend some time letting some air out, otherwise you'll know something's up.
Taking the air out of everyone's tyres except for Chalmers.
It's going to be hilarious.
Walking over to the car, you just wouldn't have even looked at it.
It's like the best bloke for it to happen to as well. Because he'll be super pumped and he'll be wondering why me.
Yeah! Fair to say I'm pretty excited, mate. The drive out to Inskip Point is usually super boggy, but I got really lucky as it was packed in tight. Even on a Monday, out of peak, it was busy. So we joined the queue, waiting for the barge, and wet the line to kill the time.
Zeros and these knives, I'm aiming. Got a dragon in my sights, I'm slaying. Oh, when I'm raising my flag up high, it's going away. Take away this fire burning bright. I'll carry through the night like a one.
Right now, every fibre of my being is saying, explore it. Let's see what happens.
Try and take me down, but this thunder's rolling loud. I'm never going under.
Oh,
go.
Shit, that was a bit of a hustle and bustle.
In the sand.
All right, rock and roll, Davo. Straight
Where do
up.
I go, mate? Straight up?
High in the beach. Oh, actually go around on the inside. High on the beach. Yep, that's it.
Up here, mate?
Bit of bundy through the soft stuff, mate. Don't stop.
I'm not stopping.
Gas it. What are you
I'm
doing?
gassing it, mate.
Huh?
I'm gassing it.
Don't stop. Oh,
There we go.
pulley. Stop.
As we we pulled off the ferry and onto the beach, I was pumped to get the trip well and truly underway. Little did I know, Joshy hadn't wasted any time before getting up to his shenanigans. And worse still, he had all the boys in on the stitch-up. The adventure is well and truly underway.
All right, mate. Big boot. Oh, he's going nowhere fast.
Oh no!
Our nose is pointing to the sky. Stop, no more pedal.
Can't get out.
Give it to it!
Try a bit of reverse. Is someone behind us?
Romy, you're gonna have to back up, mate. We're stuck.
You want me to come around and give you a pull or what?
Yeah, she's gonna need a tug.
Can't get out. What's going on? Straight away, Bog.
Come in here for a second. Look down there. He's in two-wheel drive.
What do you mean?
Oh, gotta love it, two-wheel drive.
We're about 30 seconds off our driving on Fraser Island, and Dave is all involved.
You've done a job there, Chalmers.
Well, our expert Josh had me in two-wheel drive coming across. I think he might have known about it, but I didn't. So as soon as we stopped for the convoy and tried to go again, there was no going anywhere. We are sunk. So I don't know what's going to happen here. They're going to snatch us out, I reckon. But good trick, very good trick.
That looks better. Oh, it's in here. Look at that, brand spanker, this
The
one.
brand spanker.
I brought it just for you, Joshy.
Unreal, mate. Well, it's the first time the BT's gone down, but I'm glad I wasn't behind the wheel when it happened, eh?
Bit of a common trend, you reckon? Seem to be pulling someone out on every trip.
Hey, Dave, just do us a favour, mate, and throw it in four-wheel drive. We'll see how that goes.
Another successful recovery.
I'm going to take over on the driving, I think, so might get the correct PSI in here. Try that out, eh? Still a fair way to go. She was bloody high. Bit of extra gas in them last night.
After that cheeky little jaunt, we're on our way to our campsite. We want to get to camp before everyone else does to find our perfect patch of flat land to roll out the swags. As we drive along the coastline, it's clear to see the sheer beauty of this stunning island, and while people keep coming back to explore all it has to offer, it truly is a cracker of a spot. About 50 minutes from the barge drop-off is Eurong, with a bakery and a good spot to grab a bite to eat. Then you hit the inland tracks to get to camp.
This is pretty cool.
It's actually quite bushy, a lot more forestry than I thought it would be.
All right, crew, so we've just pulled up. We're at Central Station. We got all the boys here. We're taking up quite a few campsites. We're gonna get all the swags off the roof, get camp set up pretty quickly, and then we'll duck straight over to Lake Mckenzie and have a quick dip for the afternoon before we come back to cook some dinner.
There's plenty of great camp spots all over the island. During peak season, definitely make sure you book in advance, as it's a popular spot.
It is. Sweaty.
so going on there.
Oh.
I was ramming it in.
Who's the best it out of the bag?
Where am I live? It's not me.
Do you have poles?
So, yeah, I think so. So we don't have to share. We were sharing for a bit. But we don't have to share.
Lucky you gave me my poles back.
I didn't touch your poles. Tell you what happened. We've rocked up to set up our bloody swag. And the bloody poles were missing. It's not funny.
There's nothing long enough to take over.
Someone's having a bad night's sleep.
Yeah, you and me. Rooftop.
Shane,
Cuddle.
I'm back in your rooftop.
We brought an extra swag.
Have you set up your
We said we weren't prepared.
Well guys, after that little debacle, Matty has found some poles, set up his swag, and we are ready to head on to Lake Mckenzie. Let's get out of here.
We got about 9.5 k's of this inland track to Lake Mckenzie, and I think everyone has definitely earned a nice cool dip.
After making our way through the inland tracks, the crew wasted no time soaking in the beauty that surrounded us, the famous Lake Mckenzie. Declared a World Heritage Site in 1992, it is a unique perched lake nestled in the heart of Fraser Island. Its crystal clear waters and soft white sand beaches have made it an absolute hotspot on the island, and it's easy to see why. Name a better place to spend the afternoon, taking a refreshing dip with your mates before heading back to camp to whip up a delicious feast.
All right, crew, the start of day 2. We'll make a quick bin stop. As always, keep the camp clean and make our way into Eurong. This will be the last chance for anyone to get some last minute supplies because from this point forward we are going remote. And I also saw a couple of blow up flamingos and stuff there at Eurong. I reckon that they might be on the cards because we have a pretty awesome day planned. Follow in and let's get going.
After a quick pack up and some brekkie, we were on our way again. The terrain around these parts was pretty washed out and bumpy due to recent rainfall in the area, but we charged on through. A little rain couldn't bring us down, not with what Joshy had in store for us.
What are we doing? We're getting bulbs for Eli Creek. That's exciting. Nah. I reckon that's me right there. Flamingo. Oh, filled with feathers. Wow. That's legit. There you go. You can have a little sheep.
Oh, I want the unicorn.
Far too off balance. Oh, I'd say your centre of gravity's getting lower.
Oh, start
Make our way along to Eli Creek out on the beach. The tide still seems to be quite high, so we may be up in the soft sand, so just keep a fair bit of spacing in between the cars to stay safe.
At this point, the tide was still too high, forcing us to take a few inland tracks. These bypass tracks are great for avoiding all the salt water and any potential misadventures. And let's face it, you never know when you're going to have one with this lot.
Rightio team, time to have a bit of fun. I know it's a bit ironic coming from me, but we're going to play a little game called Follow the Leader. From and I have just been playing and testing out how fun it is, and it's quite fun. So yeah, follow me.
Well look, you are sort of in an advantage because you're picking the line, but also a disadvantage at the front, right?
Gotcha.
Because you're picking the line that you're going on, But if you pick a shit line,
People can see.
everyone else behind you can see it. However, in follow the leader, if you avoid that line, you're out.
You're out.
So let's just see what happens.
All right. Could be good.
I reckon this is going to be a bit of fast-paced action.
Should be good.
Roger that, Captain.
Yeah, keep going, baby.
Oh, Jimmy Jim, big slide.
We had a quick spell from follow the leader to have a dip in the stunning Eli Creek. And today, we're lucky enough to find this place without the usual crowds.
So what we'll do, we'll blow up all the inflatables, make our way up the creek, or jump in up the top and have a cruise back down here to the cars, and then have some lunch by the water. Sound good?
While we were here, the crew thought to give skimboarding a go, and well folks, I think it's safe to say we're about as graceful as a bull in a china shop.
Get it!
Yeah! Mark had an absolute ripper of a crack, but things went pear-shaped pretty quickly and copped a bad twang to the foot. Turns out he actually strained some ligaments in his foot.
We can't have too many blokes, big blokes, on a swan.
Still want to enjoy it.
It's not the way to do it.
Here we
Get on, Joshy! Get on!
Bessie can't handle it.
We're good!
I've got Frommy's bits in my face. We're good.
Hey, Matty. Matty.
Now our boys are no athletes, but nothing beats messing around like the kids we truly are, and decking each other when we get the chance. Truly the worst evidence of sporting abilities ever filmed on camera. Maybe we should stick to our four-wheel driving, eh? Let us know who you think the worst is in the comments below. My money's on Joshy. What a miss. After a solid feed, stretch of the legs and strapping in the new TC mascot, it was back to the tracks.
All right, here we go. Second half of the follow the leader tour. This time, someone is going to get stuck. Good luck.
Oh, more fella! Go, 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 go! He's in! Yeah, baby! Oi! Hold up! He's pulled up! He's slowing me down in the soft top!
Oh no! Oh, I'm done.
Come on, Matty, you gotta try harder than that, mate.
While the crew step it up for round 2 as we make our way up to the SS Mahino, Follow the Leader claims its first victim.
Hey, Wester. I'm coming. That'd be great.
I might have been the first to bury a rig on this trip, but it was only a matter of time before one of the other boys got bogged.
All right, Matty.
We'll pop her in reverse, mate.
She's in reverse.
And take up the slack, so don't start accelerating yet.
All right, mate, here we go.
Hey, here we go.
That'll do it. That'll do it, Joshy. That'll do it. You know what? Quitters are quitters, and I ain't no quitter. All right, here we go. I'll be back.
All right, take 2.
After pulling Matt out of the sand, we were back on track, just down from another highlight on everyone's Fraser trip. But first, there's still more wheeling to do.
We got sand in my ear hole.
We headed to SS Mahino after Eli Creek. It's a stunning shipwreck, partly sunken in the sand and probably the most snapped spot on the island. During World War I, Maheno served as a hospital ship for the New Zealand Navy. However, after the war, the ship went unused for a long time. It was later sold to Japan in 1935 as scrap metal. During towing to Japan, a massive cyclone broke the tow chain and drifted the Maheno onto Fraser Island's Ocean Beach, where it has stayed since then. Interestingly, before World War II, the Australian Air Force supposedly used the ship as target practice. SS Mahino is packed with stories from the past, making it a fantastic spot to stop and appreciate not only the scenery, but also the history this island has to offer.
We're all starving now, so let's get some food on.
So the boys are cooking up a awesome feed tonight. I believe lamb is on the menu. However, we need to get the fire going a couple of hours before at least so we can get the coals nice and hot. So we'll just get that started up now. And when some of these bigger logs take off, within a couple of hours, we'll have coals to cook on.
While traditional campfire is what every camper wants on their site, Fraser doesn't permit fires anywhere except for the provided rings at Dunderburra and Waddy Point. So be sure to plan ahead to cook on barbies or stoves if you aren't visiting these campgrounds.
Lamb's on the menu tonight. Once the lamb's done, or half done, we'll throw the veggies over as well. And then, yeah, once it's all done, we'll get some rolls, some gravy. So lamb and gravy rolls with some veggies.
We got Mark, our man. He twisted his ankle being a hero down the beach. Couldn't do too much, so he decided to chop the veggies up for our dinner, which is awesome.
We've got a bit over 6 kilo for, what are we feeding? 18 people, I think.
Feed that straight up next to the bone there, just for being a bit more symmetrical.
We'll go 2 on one, 1 on the other, and then we'll throw the baskets of veggies on once we're sort of an hour in or something similar.
Make sure you remove any of the bone protectors too, because they don't taste that nice.
How's that for placement?
They just stop the meat rotating on the shaft.
So meat always tends to shrink back as well once you get going. So, like Jim said, this will stop it twisting around on itself.
And we like to sit the meat, try to get it to room temperature, give it the best chance it's got.
Right.
A bit of flavour, yeah, that's fine. Which one would you like, chef? Go the new stuff or go the old stuff?
Bit of both.
Bit of both, eh?
Stick.
Mostly just try and tap it down.
Got a little bit of oil, can you?
Try and tap it down. You don't want to...
Not to be confused with the Bushmans.
Yeah.
You can work with the average rule of generally an hour for a kilo, but we've also got a probe in there, which will just, after probably an hour and a half or so, we'll just keep checking it and get it to the right temp. At the moment, get them on and check back in an hour and a half.
Here with John from Autospec. As you know, he's been with us on this trip all the way over from WA. John, you've got a very special surprise for us tonight.
Certainly do, mate. The culmination of 3 of my favourite things: camping, TC boxes and fresh beer.
Ooh.
Reveal?
Reveal.
Beer on tap.
Oh my God, have a look at that. This is amazing, John. Let's have a beer.
I reckon. This is a beer from our brewery over in WA, Campers Brewing.
Now you're a co-owner of this brewery, is that right?
I'm a co-owner, yep. So 6 of us.
Very good.
3 couples. The passion project that got out of control.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And here it is.
Here it is, on tap on Fraser Island.
Mate, that's amazing. And what are we drinking here? It's a lager or is it?
Yeah, this is one of our lagers, my friend.
Well, that's good
Perfect
news.
for summer in Queensland.
Thank you.
Oh, cheers.
Oh my God, that is cold and fresh. That is amazing. Now, John, a serious question. Do you think you could make us a TC lager?
I think anything's possible, Dave.
Ooh. What do you think, folks, of Johnny's beer on tap? Let us know in the comments below.
I have something planned, which I've been planning since last night. Now, I just want to make it very clear that what I'm about to pull out of my under tray down here was deceased when I found it. So let's get it done. We had to hide it with beer cans. Sensor warning, this might smell. It really stinks.
While the crew settles in with a few beers and minutes away from the perfect camp roast, Joshy can't help himself but get up to his usual shenanigans. You've got to hand it to Mitch. He handled it like a champ, even though it wasn't quite the reaction we were looking for. You've got to admire the dedication Joshy has towards orchestrating a good stitch-up. But considering the condition of that snake, it's surprising the boys couldn't smell this one coming.
Let's have a look. Medium rare, around about 54 degrees. That was perfect.
Well, it's been a cracker of a time here so far on Fraser, and to top it all off, the team can get stuck in a Jimmy and Shano's roast. It's been a big couple of days, and the team reflect on the beautiful parts of Fraser Island that we've seen so far, but more importantly, give shit to those who deserved it. I'm talking about you, Mark. As the sun set on the second day, we still had so much left to do and see on the island. Tune in for part 2 of our trip as we smash rear windows, tackle the treacherous track at Nagala Rocks, and punch it to the iconic Sandy Cape. To keep up to date with all things TC, like and subscribe. And if there's somewhere you think we need to tour, let us know in the comments below.